Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 136 here on season number 2. And today we are getting into Stash, Retire, Recap, May edition. So anyways, these videos are meant for educational purposes only and not meant to be taken as financial advice. You're responsible for your assets and to properly protect them. So always make sure to do your own research. This month, my Stash Retire account actually beat my Stash Invest account. It beat it by about 0.4%. Which, I mean, that's pretty good, I feel like. I mean, this is pretty interesting because both of those accounts are ran exactly the same. However, with Stash Retire, I've hit about 3 out of the 5 target percents for ETFs and stocks that I've wanted to hit. So Delicious Dividends currently sits at 25%. Park My Cash is at 25%. Real Estate Tycoon sits at 15%. And now I've turned my attention over to Robots Rising, which I'm going to try to bring up to 10% before I look into picking up one single stock. At that point, I'll lock in those targets, keep them there, and then start adding other ETFs and single stocks to the portfolio while still trying to keep Park My Cash, Delicious Dividends, Robots Rising, and a single stock at those target levels. However, I like running both of those accounts the same exact way because it requires very little effort. I mean, except when it comes to picking up new investments. I think the reason why my Stash Retire account beat my Stash Invest account is because I've been able to add a lot more money into those equity type funds in Stash Retire instead of where on Stash Invest I've been adding a whole bunch of money into Park My Cash basically over the last like 4 to 5 months. Basically, from what I've seen is the larger account, the harder it is to change like the core holdings on that specific account without having like a sell-off, of course. I mean, if you think about it this way, it's a lot easier and a lot less time to change directions with like a motorboat than it is with like a aircraft carrier, which is why I think having a solid foundation is key. As far as the gross on my account goes, I grossed $51 and about 40 something cents. But if you minus the 3 $15 deposits I made this month, you get a net gross of about $6.48, or roughly 1.54%, which is up from last month. Last month was only $4.60 something cents and about 11 or 1.11%. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the account. So on the phone here, this is the Stash Retire account. Right now I sit at $5.15 with a total return of 5.73%. Let's go ahead and look at the actual portfolio. You can see Park My Cash is at 26%, Delicious Dividends is at 25%, Real Estate Tycoon is at 16%, and Robots Rising now sits at 3%. As far as the balance goes, it continues to grow every single year. And we'll go ahead and view the account history also, so you can see exactly what I'm doing on there. So as far as it goes, $15 deposit on May 3rd, which I bought Real Estate Tycoon, reinvested into Park My Cash with the dividend, subscription payment of $2, and then another $15 on the 17th, which I purchased Robots Rising, and then another $15 on May 31st, which I bought some more Park My Cash. And then as you can tell, in June 6th, I reinvested that dividend of 26 cents back into Park My Cash. But pretty much that account, it runs itself for the most part. I mean, I just make the $15 and then put it into the target investment or whatever target needs to be adjusted. And then from there, I'll just buy an ETF or a single stock, whichever I feel like at the time. Obviously, this account is long-term, so that's continues to be my focus with this account moving forward. We'll see exactly what happens in the next maybe 3 to 5 years with it. Anyways, we'll go ahead and leave it right there. Let's jump into the question of the day, which is, how would your country change if everyone, regardless of age, could vote? Well, I think that the politics and voting would be actually a lot more emotionally charged than it already is. Typically, from what I've heard through research is that the frontal lobe is not developed until you're like 24 or 25, something around there, which is like the logical part of the brain. And so anybody like under 22, 21 would be more emotionally charged political voting. So I mean, I think it would definitely change the landscape and structure of the United States. But like I always say, if you got any questions regarding Stash, Acorns, Robinhood, M1 Finance, as well as general investing, business Etsy coaching, post those questions down below. Don't forget to subscribe right up here and check out my Stash Recap April edition. Check out this video right here. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to try to eat this melted ice cream sandwich now.